everybody, and welcome to the Crypto University. It seems as though it's wiped out my video. If you just bear with me 1 second, but we are live on Facebook. And fantastic, we've got a great lineup for you tonight, and loads and loads and loads of information. So first off, we've got Michael from Adelaide, and he's actually in Kuala Lumpur as we speak. So he's going to come on now. He's got a new merchant sitting alongside him, and he's going to give us a great update and tell us where they're doing with his deals and that sort of thing, and then about how he's heading off to Singapore. So Michael, a very, very, very early morning for you. Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Roger. Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'd like to introduce you to Mirza, one of our Malaysian merchants. He's just come on board. So we're sitting here in KL right now. It's just gone, about 3:30 in the morning, so a very early one. We actually haven't gone to bed yet because we're doing Mirza's first deal. So we're setting up and creating his merchant account, his merchant address, and creating his first deal in readiness for the end of September for the corporate do here in KL, which will also have a DealShaker presence. So very exciting at the moment. It's extremely exciting. You know, we left. I'm still buzzing from Adelaide. Adelaide was just insane. Sorry I couldn't get on last week there, Rog, just to fill you in what happened, but I was so tired. I literally spent in the way of energy, but I've still got that buzz going. And getting down to Singapore, you know, we're only a hop, skip, and a jump from Singapore, and everyone's ready to rock and roll down there as well. But this platform is just absolutely going gangbusters at the moment. I mean, there's talk about everywhere around the world. I was on a webinar with Christy Kalina, Damar Topic, and Marco Vessinelli the other night about the webinar and, you know, how it's going in Europe. They do things just a bit different than what we do down in Australia, but still have the same sort of, you know, overwhelming result. And it was really good just to hear in the prelude there, Andrew's, you know, in Kansas smashing out deals now within 2 days. So, you know, that just goes to show that they're really working on the back end of the DealShaker to get these merchants approved, because there's nothing worse than having an application sit there for weeks on end before something really happens. So that's really good news. Congratulations there, Andrew. And I'm hoping that the same thing will happen here with Mirza, so that we can have him as a merchant at the corporate here in KL later in September, around the 20th, 21st, 22nd, I think that is. And I'll be doing a bit of training there for the corporate side of things. Fernando's asked me to help out with that side. I think I'm doing a little bit of a chat with Mark, but very excited, guys. There's some big news coming in Adelaide. Again, I can't really say right now what it is, but Tan, the little master Tan, is working on something absolutely huge. So there's going to be some big things coming, and this is all just a spin-off from what happened with the Adelaide Expo, guys. It's just really incredible, the explosion of opportunity that the Expo created. I mean, there was hundreds of people there, guys. It was incredible. Guy Everett, it was crazy. And that was just really exciting, because we were out to the world, you know, and the whole world could come in and see what was going on. There were 7 aisles of choice, 7 aisles of DealShaker merchants there that you could choose from. And as Tom was saying, you know, we had fruit and veg, we had hair and beauty, we had food, we had cars, we had property, limousines, cleaning products, books, perfumes, literally anything you could think of. So it wasn't just, you know, the little sort of insignificant items. We had a broad range of everything. I mean, right from your apples, bananas and oranges, up to, you know, cars and houses, and that just made it even more exciting. On the way here, when I got Taz, our limo driver, you know, woke him up, said, Taz, come pick me up. Paid my OneCoin, got to the airport, bang, was all done and dusted within about 10 seconds, and you know, started this trip with cryptocurrency. So this is what it's about, folks, is the usability, creating that usability. And right here, Mirza, my man, who's going to have T-shirts, jackets, pants, clothes, all sorts on order, phone accessories. I know he's got baggages, like baggage for you know, travel bags. He's got handbags and ladies' bags. So you know, he's got 2 or 3 shops here in and
order the T-shirt. People can order T-shirt, pant, all kind of garments.
So you can do wholesale, you're saying T-shirts and garments, all that kind of thing, which is going to come on the Deal Shaker in Malaysia. That's just really incredible, really exciting, because, you know, Mirza came on board when we were here in November last year, when the corporate put on that massive event with 10,000 plus people, and we christened the MyTech Centre here, the Malaysian Exhibition and Trade Centre, and a couple of us guys were walking down the night market area, and we ran into Mirza because we wanted to buy a selfie stick, you know, and we started talking about it. He came on board as a rookie, and in his first month put 5,500 volume into his business, and exploded him to pro trader. And now we're sitting here, you know, almost, what's that, 10 months later or so, setting up his merchant position, ready for his first expo here in Malaysia. So, Roger, I'm pumped, I'm excited. And it's, you know, stupid o'clock here in Malaysia, and we're still going. So thanks very much, guys. And yeah, can't wait to see you all in Singapore.
Thanks, Michael. Tell Musa, no, don't worry. Don't panic. Embrace himself. Minda is on her way.
Really, I'm feeling very happy joining with you the live chat.
Okay.
Thanks, Mr. Michael, for joining with us. Thank you so much. Huh? Take care.
Yeah, one for all for one.
No worries. Andrew, good morning. I wondered if you could come up next and give us the laydown or the latest news and that sort of thing of what you can put forward. But hey, congratulations. That's fantastic news about that deal come up. 48 hours. Fantastic. Thank you. Tell us more.
Look, OneCoin is doing their job. That's all I got to say. They are really, really doing their job. You know, any company that can do what they've done in the last 48 hours, you know, most of the deals I'm hearing now, if they're compliant, and that's what the training is all about, making sure that your deals that we're submitting are compliant, are getting approved without any issues at all. You know, the Deal Shaker platform is the key to success. You know, the last nearly 3.5 years, we've been getting the community up and going, getting the branding out there, getting people aware of what OneCoin, One Life's all about. And some of that awareness is positive, some of it is negative, but it's all awareness. There's no such thing as bad publicity. I heard a politician, not a successful politician because none of them are, but I've heard a politician say that no publicity is bad publicity. And we've got a ton of publicity, which is fantastic over the last 4 years. And I really, really believe that the Deal Shaker platform is crucial for cryptocurrency success, not just OneCoin, cryptocurrency success. You know, it is all linked so easily. We can swap between cryptos so easily. The only issue that I find interesting is a lot of people that have got their preferred exchanges and their preferred methods of using their crypto. And we've seen a thing come through Facebook the other day about a company in Australia that's going to pay our bills with crypto. Now that's a great idea. It really is a great idea. But what are they going to charge? You know, they're going to charge a premium to convert our crypto to cash to pay our electricity bills and our regos and stuff like that. They're not going to charge 2 or 3% to convert crypto over to a fiat currency. They're going to charge a damn sight more than that just to use our crypto. And here we got the DealShaker platform. Now, you know, I spent a few coins when I was down in Adelaide, which was great. And I think I spent 6 coins going to the airport. Now that 6 coins cost me in transaction fees 60 cents. Yeah, just think about that for a second. 60 cents to transfer 6 coins from my account into a merchant account. Done on the phone, in the car, just as we landed at the airport. Took a couple seconds to redeem 2 vouchers. So it wasn't a big deal. And that process is going to get easier. But the transaction fees is where lots of companies are going to make a lot of money, but not OneCoin. OneCoin is only going to charge you 10 cents per transfer of coins between a individual and a merchant. That's pretty cheap rates to convert your coins over to a product or a service, not cash. You remember, this is not a cash out deal. We shouldn't be looking at cashing out our OneCoin. We should be looking at holding onto them and doing what Michael and Damien and Guy and Julian are doing, you know, getting merchants in and getting those merchants to accept OneCoin as payment, because that's the only way you're going to protect yourself from the crash. Now, I really hate being the bearer of bad news. I really do. I'm a real positive guy. I like smiling. I like having fun, a bit of laugh. But, man, you guys need to wake up. Can I do a bit of quick screen share? Can we do this? Bruce shared this with me the other day. We did it during the presentation, and it's not pretty. It really isn't pretty at all. Now we see this stock buyback. Can you guys see that okay? Some of you can, some of you can't, but you can watch the recording and zoom in a little bit if you can. Now this is America. You know who's buying most of the shares on the stock market in the States? The companies that own the shares. Cisco, Algen, Lowe's, Wells Fargo, Kellogg's, Bank of America, they're buying their own shares. They're spending 95% of their profits on buying their own shares. So they're just propping up their share price to make sure people don't do a run on sell their shares. They're spending all their money on their own shares. That's not investors. That's not fund managers. They're not even buying shares anymore. The stock market is so crazily overweighted up top by the companies buying their own shares that it's just lunacy. You know, you see what's happening here. $5.1 trillion has been spent by companies buying their own shares. You know, that is insane. The last one is the most important one. This graph is one that really, really scares me. 2002, we've seen a big stock market crash. We know definitely about the 2008 one. That was just crazy. Look at the heights we've got up to now. Imagine they all go back down to just, what about 8,000 points? How's it going to affect your business? How's it going to affect your business? Now, what's going to affect your business in a positive way is by accepting cryptocurrency. If you're playing in the cryptocurrency world, you won't get smashed. Your value won't go to hell. You're playing on a level playing field within the crypto world. You know, you don't want to be holding millions of dollars in the bank. That's just crazy, because the government now have rules in Australia, 14th of February, happy Valentine's Day, Australia, that the government can take the money out of your bank account. A month before that, the government gave, I can't remember the numbers now, it's too long ago now, but you know, $2.5 trillion of superannuation to the American government. Why do they do that for? To build roads and bridges. We don't need roads and bridges in Australia. You know, we walk everywhere apparently. You don't need roads and bridges when you walk. You know, it's just that the clowns that run our country, the clowns that are running America, the clowns that we run in the world, they're just clowns and they're screwing us over. So crypto is the only answer. You can't buy gold and silver because you can't use it. You want to be able to use the money that you have, the wealth that we have. And we can't, I like gold and silver personally, I really do, but I can't go down and buy bread and milk with it. Now in Adelaide, I can go use my digital gold and go down and buy bread and milk. That's the difference. That's what crypto is being able to do. DealShaker is the key to this whole industry. I'm 100% sure of that. So as the evolution of the new platform comes out, I'm pretty excited about that. Michael's going to be floating above the air when the upgrade happens. He's just going to be all over the place. The guy's hard to control now. So, you know, it is going to be really, really great to see this platform just take over. You know, eBay, Amazon, these guys are going to be, who are they? Where'd they go? What happened to them? Because crypto is where people are going to be running to protect their wealth, their cash. And DealShaker is the key for that. So, mate, I don't like being the bearer of bad news, but I am so excited because I got a couple coins, and you guys on the screen's got a couple coins, and I hope that people that are watching this have got a couple coins. They are going to be very, very valuable when the mass adoption starts to happen, because they will see the DealShaker stickers come up on shops and businesses everywhere, and they're going to start becoming aware that, hang on, we can use our cryptos for so much transaction fee. That's better than Visa. We should get some. And who are they going to buy it off? They're going to buy it off us, because OneCoin do not have a big bank of cryptos waiting to be sold. We, the community, buy the mining of those coins. They make them and give them to us. They make them and give it to us. They don't store them up and then wait for the orders to come in. They make them as they're required. So look, it's pretty exciting days. I can't wait for the 8th of October. A lot of things are great are going to happen there. Melbourne events are 6th, 7th and 8th. So that's going to be exciting, having Constantine over in Australia. And I think after October, it'll be a nightmare for Bruce. It will be. You know, there's going to be a DealShaker event somewhere in Asia every weekend. Every weekend there's going to be an event somewhere in Asia. And that's only Asia. What about South America? You know, I can't remember his first name, Mr. King over in Caribbean's the first DealShaker franchise owner. You think he's going to be sitting on his bum? You know, every weekend there's going to be a DealShaker expo over there for sure. You know, think the guys over in Europe aren't going to be sitting down. There's going to be a DealShaker event in every city in Italy. That's going to be exciting. You know, those things are just smoking along really, really well. And, you know, 4 years of consistent effort, we're seeing the positive rewards come out of the industry, and it's going to save a lot of people's businesses. So, Guy, you better expect to get real busy really soon. All good, guys. Take care. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Cheers, Andrew. Thanks very much. Just a quick update. It's just so important, guys. If anyone's on here watching on Facebook or whatever, if you're not into crypto in any form, you've got to get in. You've got to get into. Listen to what Andrew's telling you. You know, he is so far on the. You know, he's got the hammer on the nail, and he's bang on what's going to happen. You know, forget about what the governments and what the media are telling us. You've got to see the writing on the wall. Just look at the statistics that he had on the screen there. It's not all rosy. It's not what the governments want to tell you it is. It's all bad. You know, it's not. It's mostly bad anyway. So, you know, what I'm saying is get into crypto, and if you're not in it, get in it. But, you know, just one important thing, the most important thing you need to look at, guys, when you're looking at a cryptocurrency, is it usable? That's the most. People go and talk about, oh, sustainability, this and that. Yeah, if it's usable, the rest come with it. And that's what guides the price. That's what guides the sustainability. So it has to be usable. And like, you know, we're on the money, guys. A little bit here now. Guy, good morning. How are we doing today? Guy, are you there?
Yes, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Adelaide. Wow, what a week. What a month. And just while we got Michael online, I want to personally thank him for his fantastic effort organising and pretty much organising and running and comparing and doing what he did at Expo a week or so ago. Well done, mate. Yes, Andrew, I call it a fallacy. Businesses are buying up their own shares. It's like the government's printing money. It's a fallacy to trick us consumers, us people, so that we just stay in our box, I suppose. So there's a new word for it. It's not rocks in the head today. It's the fallacy of it all. And we should be out there telling people about this. The more people that get to know this, the better the momentum. And look, it's really exciting. from the property side of things, Jules and I are both receiving more and more phone calls from friends of friends that couldn't attend the expo. So if you like, from a business point of view, our client base is growing rapidly. So we're really excited about that. And if it wasn't for the crypto, the BS, I think I might have told Mr. Barnes when he first tried to tell me about this, it's something to behold, and I'm really happy. And Ninja Property Solutions is really happy we got involved. Even last night we had a visitor to our local meeting from somebody that couldn't do it, is now going home and said, I've got to find a way to do it. And the realisation with different peoples as we talk to, don't prejudge them, that's all I can say. A lot of people are reading quietly, but scared to say it publicly in case they get a backlash from their peers. But there's a lot of people interested in crypto, and more so OneCoin. And the more we get to know about it, I think the more we can positively enhance what we're doing to change people's views. So it comes back to if we want to be winners and not be sucked in by the fallacy of governments and big business, it's up to us to make a difference. And through things like this webinar and these discussions, you just keep learning and learning, and knowledge is power. We've all heard that saying, I think. So without further ado, I'll go back to a great compere in London. Is it London, I hope? Saying we're having a great week. More and more people are coming on board, ringing us for properties. Can't wait. Melbourne's got something coming up in October. We have to make a decision if we go there or not. It's a busy time, so it's exciting times. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Guy. Fantastic. In fact, I was just say, while we're there, if we sort of zapped over to Julian, and he might have something to say as well, that would be really good. Julian, are you there?
Yes, good morning, Roger. Exactly what Guy was saying, you know, we're getting a lot more phone calls and emails from people that weren't at the expo that were told about it. You know, I've had emails from you know, Italy and Spain, and about our properties that we've got. I've also been busy trying to at the moment it's not the customer base that we need, it's more stock. So I've been out there today speaking to you know, little small time developers that might have, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little developments happening, so that we can bring them on board. Spoke to an accountant today. He had no idea of crypto, so I've sent him a couple of links. So you know, sort of opened up his eyes. He's a young accountant. He's, you know, got a good database. Also speaking to someone tonight at an event that I went to, who's got about 5,000 people on their database. So, you know, I want to get her along to one of the meetings as well. So yeah, there's a lot happening in the background. I think I mentioned that we've also can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, Julian. Thank you.
Yeah. So I've also linked up with some people on the Gold Coast to get some Gold Coast properties. Guy and I will be speaking to another builder next week that hopefully will well, not hopefully, it will bring us more properties on board. So we're really busy out there now, getting ready for October, sourcing as much property as we possibly can. And so the one that we're hooking up with next week, Guy and I, you know, they've got properties happening in Melbourne and Sydney, you know, so we're pretty excited about that as well. Yeah, so exciting times.
Can I just add to Julian and Guy's little conversation? I don't think you guys are ever going to have to look for any other clients. You guys are done. You know, that one event has transformed your business to astronomically successful. You know, you won't need to do the standard run around trying to find a customer's problem. You know, that one event is going to stick you into Adelaide, and you won't be able to go anywhere than Adelaide. So You know, out of 150 clients that you picked up in the 355 homes,
Yep.
those clients are going to build their homes. They're brand new homes. They're going to build their homes, and there's a percentage of them that are going to sell them. Who's going to sell the homes? You guys are going to sell the homes. And what are they going to do with the profits? They're going to do it again and again and again and again. And all their friends. Hey, that Julian and Guy guys, they're actually pretty good real estate agents. They really look after you. You should go to them, and they're going to get more clients and more clients and more clients. So, you know, that's the problem with what you guys have done. Now, that's the best problem of any business. That's what we're here for. You want too much client problem.
Yeah.
And like I said to Guy when we're having a meal before I left, you know, what you do is when you max out your time running your business, you start restricting who you deal with. You know, you get the good clients. Now, how good would it be to have 100 great clients out of, you know, instead of having 1,000 clients and 900 drive you absolutely bonkers? And that's what this has done. That one event has transformed your real estate business. It certainly give the conveyancer a big shake up, and you know, it's transformed her business as well. So you guys have done really well. Congratulations for sticking your neck out and looking into something, because there was no knife to chop it off, because this thing is going to explode for you guys. And congratulations to both of you.
Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, just to finish off, if I may, about the what you're saying there, Andrew. I'm not sure that we need to go to you know, the Melbourne Expo or the Singapore Expo. I think, you know, our problem now is to find enough stock to satisfy that demand that we've got with our current clients, so that, you know, we can look after them, so that they do tell the others that, you know, they need to come and see Guy and I, rather than anyone else. Yeah. So thanks for that. I'm just going to mute now. Thanks.
Julian, thank you, and thank you, Andrew, again. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, you guys you've really killed it. You know, it's absolutely brilliant. You know, just totally and utterly. Well, it's blown it away. You know, what more can I say?
That's good, buddy. Good. Andrew, again, that was awesome stuff. You was showing us on the video this morning. Some of that info is just like, we don't see that, and it's really good to share that with people. Yeah, Michael's just, what can you say? He's just a legend. He's doing a fantastic job. Up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get on a chat, and I'm whinging about 4:30 in the morning. But yeah, good stuff, Mike. And he's I think he's had too many jelly beans. He's always running around. I don't know what it is. He's just got that much. Oh, it's a bit warmer. That's what. But yeah, that's for sure. That's what can I say? The guys from the Ninja Property, they're just rocketing along and trying to catch up with it. Some of the meetings that we're having with these guys, with the lawyers and accountants, we've got them booked in for tomorrow. We've got lawyers. Next week we've got accountants. You try and find an accountant that's got their, how do you say it, shit together over cryptocurrency. It's just one of those things you can't find around the place. You reckon they're going to be busy? Ooh, I think so. I've got something to share with you, Roger. This was one of the meetings that we went to. See if I can share screen. Here we go. Can you see that at all, guys? Maybe you can?
Yep.
Okay. This I'll just make it a bit bigger. This is a deal. We walked into a car yard, or not a car yard, a car distributorship, which got about 4 stores around South Australia. This is a Mitsubishi car, so it's nothing all that flash. It's a nice little car. If you have a look at this, there was 3,000 cars on one deal at a value of 1,034 coins per car. This was the old value of it, €20 a coin. So it ended up being 64 million euro worth of value on one deal, and that works out to equivalent to 100 million Aussie dollars. We threw that on the table and said, "Have a look at this, guys. What do you want to do? You want to sort of get on board of this, or we're just going to be buying these cars from elsewhere around the world?" So yeah, that's it's just amazing what's going on. That's just one deal out of all the cars that are out there. You know, you were talking to the guys, were saying, you know, there was something like $99 million worth of cars that were ordered in 4 hours. The property values, you know, our value that we were saying was 140 million. It's just because the 200 million one, they, you know, people don't believe this is real. This is people were selling, like, what can you say? A lady who just, as a rookie, she was able to sell 35,000 Australian dollars worth of her products out of her closet. Seriously. And then she was able to get 3 positions and get a business hub together. So, and without putting a cent in from her pocket. And what can you say? It's just things are growing and growing and growing. So, yeah, it's really exciting. Melbourne's coming up. The guys there, it's going to be huge. They're booking the convention centre over in Melbourne. I was talking to the guys yesterday. They're just in process of trying to, you know, they've only got 5 weeks to get it together and pull it off. It's going to be huge. You got Constantine coming there. It's definitely worthwhile attending. Also attending as a merchant, because it also puts value to the coin when the merchants go to those places. So you may not need any more customers, but it helps put a value to the coin. So, you know, the more merchants we get at these Deal Shaker events, you know, but at the end of the day, I was yesterday I was in the car with a guy and I said, get your calculator out. Let's do this. How many merchants we had was about 60 merchants at the Adelaide Expo. Divide, you know, we've got 72,000 or whatever it is online at the moment. Let's divide that up. It worked out to 0.08% of the merchants in the world from Australia, which is, how do you say it, Jack? You know, guys, we don't realise sometimes in Australia how big this is. We're trying to catch up, but 0.08%. Come on, guys, this is like, you know, it's when you got guys like Christie putting on 3,000 merchants, like seriously, is a legend. And yeah, what can you say? It's pretty amazing. The time's changing very quickly, and we're struggling to try and keep up with what's going on. And come October, it's going to be another game changer. All right, Roger, thanks for that.
Thanks, Damien. That's absolutely brilliant. I was just going to say, you know, just further on from what you're saying, you know, Christy Kalina, you know, I was seeing bits and pieces today from his the webinar that they did yesterday, and yeah, pretty awesome. You know, it's over 3,000 merchants that they've got over there. It's just absolutely phenomenal. But it's just going everywhere. It's just getting everywhere. I was talking to someone this morning about some products. We walked into a shop in Glastonbury yesterday and saw some products, and the guy says, "Oh, give this guy a call and have a chat to him. He makes these goods." Anyway, he came on, and I was telling him about it and how he could put it on the Deal Shaker platform. He's biting my arm off. You know, he's really, really interested in getting in there, and he didn't know anything about it. He knew about crypto, but he knew nothing about our Deal Shaker e-commerce platform. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to move on a little bit here, just very, very quickly. I think just about everyone's had a few words, but you know, great response from everyone. We've got, you know, all around the world. I just sort of run off a few countries. We've got tonight. We've got Australia. We've got South Africa. We've got Ireland. We've got Scotland. We've got Norway, Sweden, Finland, and I'm just trying to Iceland, New Zealand, Norway. No, I've already said Norway. But anyway, guys, we're on Malaysia. I forgot to say Malaysia. Uganda. Sorry, Michael, forgot you're in Malaysia there. And so, you know, really, really, really terrific. It's, what can I say? Fantastic response from everyone. And I just want to say thank you very, very much to everyone that gets up really, really early for us every week. It's not just like once off, guys. These guys do it every week. So that's why when, you know, we don't have a problem getting up early when they have a Deal Shaker or whatever to be on their webinars, because let's face it, you know, they help us out, we help them out. And it's team effort. We all work together. And the harder we work together, guys, the more success this is going to be. But I just wanted to say is I'm just going to finish up here now, unless anyone else has anything else to say. Andrew, Damien, Michael, anyone else? No? All good?
Yeah.
Bob,
I just wanted
to say.
We're just about to load up Mirz's photos for his deal. So we're just creating his deal. It's going to be a discount coupon for phone accessories, garments, and T-shirts.
Can you share the screen at all?
The link is on my phone at the moment, and we're doing the deal on the computer. So, yeah, we're just cranking it out at the moment. Let me just see if I can, like, literally it's on the screen anyway. We're doing the deal right then and there. So we've just got to upload some photos now, and that deal will be ready for, and if they're getting approved that quickly, Andrew, they'll be ready for the 20th when Malaysia has theirs. So I guess, yeah, it's support the Deal Shaker. Like everyone's saying, you know, when I first got into this over a year ago, guys, a young lady in one of our groups, when we first were going to opportunity meetings, she said to me, she goes, you know, I think the crux of this thing is the Deal Shaker. And none of us at that time really had any idea what this was all about or how big it was going to actually be. Damien just put it in a little bit of perspective there. And Melissa said that quite straight out, I think that the Deal Shaker is going to be the key to this company. And what's transpired over the last year, the lady is absolutely 100% correct, because it's what's going to drive the usability. It's what's going to drive the demand. And when people see the opportunity that exists, not only to put their product and their business on a worldwide web and e-commerce platform, they're going to see the opportunity to create a digital income. And that's going to be really, really exciting, you know, in so many more ways than just being an affiliate, like not putting them down, but, you know, being an affiliate on Alibaba or Amazon or something to that effect, where they have to hold their stock and so forth. But this platform, guys, is just going to explode in the future, and we're so lucky to be a part of it in the early stages, and you know, be the builders of it, if you like. So the more the merrier. Alison, yeah, you're spot on. It's just exciting, isn't it? And it's a pity Rebecca's not on there. Go Deal Shaker, because this is what we need. So yeah, go Deal Shaker.
Andrew, you were just chopping online there. Were you wanting to say something?
No, mate, I'm all good. You know, there'll be some other crazy stuff happening in the world in the next week, so I'm sure I'll have something to share next week as well. You know, the political system in Australia is an absolute farce. I see the CBA today is 1,300 charges coming towards CBA employees. You know, the Commonwealth Bank of Australia, 1,300 charges for inappropriate, illegal actions taken by a bank. What about Suncorp? What about AMP? What about Westpac? What about National Bank? What a disaster in Australia. You know, Vanuatu sounds like a great place to live.
Yeah, just a few crooks around the place. That's what I say. Yeah, but Australia's only the top of the iceberg. You know, they're everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. Okay, guys, I'm about going to call it a day, but, you know, thank you everyone for coming on today. Absolutely superb.